New at noon, the day after the storm, 43 of Iowa's 99 counties are now under Governor Kim Reynolds' disaster declaration. The governor signed that proclamation about an hour ago. Those counties are now eligible to use state resources for cleanup work. Many of them are in central Iowa, including Greene, Guthrie, Hamilton, Marshall, and Webster counties. And homeowners can now apply for up to $5,000 in state assistance to help fix damages caused by last night's storms. Well, we have live teammate coverage as we get our first look at some of this damage. Bill Bowman is in Wright County where some classes are canceled. Todd Magel went to Winterset where a storm sent a tree into a home. But we start with KCCI's Cynthia Fodor, who is live in Des Moines. Cynthia.
Good news today is that the Metro was spared from most of this damage. Here at East 9th and University, what we're finding are mostly just small branches like this scattered throughout yards. Right now you can see behind me Mid-American Energy crews are putting in a new power pole here. I don't know if you can see the one that actually was sliced in half by the wind last night on the ground there. So they're trying to get power back to this neighborhood, which was left in the dark last night. The city only received about 20 calls overnight to report trees down. Crews are still busy with chainsaws all around town cleaning up branches and limbs. At Wakanda Country Club on Fleur Drive, look what happened there. Several large poles taller than power poles were split and fell to the ground. Now those poles held up the high fence around the driving range there. We talked to Public Works Director Jonathan Gano just a short time ago.
So far, we expect to be able to handle all of the debris that's generated by our forestry crews internally. So we'll take care of that just like we would any other minor storm. If there are residents with storm debris in their yards, they'll be able to dispose of that through the normal yard waste procedures. In Des Moines, we run yard waste 52 weeks a year, so they could put it out on their curb, bundled and tagged, ready for pickup on their next regularly scheduled garbage day.
And a lot of yards are going to be dealing with these sorts of small limbs, and they ask you to cut them and put them into bundles about 18 inches long and tie them up together into wrap them. And if you have big limbs or whole trees that need to come down, they ask that you contact a tree service. But you can take big limbs if they're bundled and tagged and haul them out to the landfill over on the east side. We'll have more on the damage that we find throughout the Metro for you coming up on the news tonight. Rhea?
All right, thank you for the heads up, Cynthia. And thousands of homes throughout Iowa are hoping to get their power restored this afternoon after last night's storms. Checking with Mid-American Energy, just over 2,200 of its customers in the Des Moines area remain in the dark this afternoon. That's down from 18,000 customers who lost power at the height of last night's windstorm. Close to 1,500 of the Fort Dodge area customers are also without power this afternoon. Less than 1/10 of the number who lost their electricity because of the wind. Alliant Energy says nearly 22,000 customers remain without power statewide right now. And the Iowa Association of Electric Cooperatives says that more than about 6,600 customers are also without electricity this afternoon. The wind was so strong yesterday that it caused one wind turbine to collapse. Mid-American Energy tells KCCI one turbine was bent at the base and another turbine lost a blade last night at its wind farm northwest of Ogden. Technicians are on site today assessing that damage. The turbines are in open fields, so nobody was hurt. The storms also hit southern Iowa. KCCI senior reporter Todd Magel is there live in Winterset, where one family found a tree crashed through their kitchen ceiling. Todd.
Ray, also a crazy night here in Winterset, just like every place else. We're in front of the first house I want to show you, and this is a house on the sort of the west side of Winterset. A huge tree that fell and crashed into the porch of this house. Again, the homeowner slept through this, didn't even know it until they came out this morning, and we shot some video of this, and we'll have this coming up later on the news at 5. Now, let's take a look at the video we shot just a little bit earlier here. This is just a few blocks away from where we are now. And the video shows a giant tree that fell on a house about 10 o'clock last night. The tree crews had just arrived while we were there about 8 this morning, and they were cutting apart a giant branch that crashed onto the roof, and it was attached to the homeowner's favorite 60-foot maple tree. But once the storm blew in, that branch broke off. It came crashing down on her roof, and one of the smaller branches actually plunged through the roof, through the ceiling, and then just stopped above her kitchen sink. Homeowner Ramona Dillinger says she heard it all, she saw it all, she got the shock of her life when it happened. But despite all this damage, she is taking our weird winter weather in stride.
To have 75, 76-degree weather on December 15th is crazy to begin with. And then to have something like this happen, but it's Iowa and you deal with it.
Pretty good attitude. We're told that Dillinger and the homeowner here both have insurance. Nobody was hurt in these cases, and so they think they'll be okay. We're live in Winterset. Todd Magel, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
All right, thank you so much, Todd. The Clarion Goldfield Dow School District is one of many that canceled school today because of debris in the road and power outages across Wright County. New at noon, KCCI's Bo Bowman is just east of Clarion right now in one of the hardest hit areas. Bo.
Well, Rhea, the wind is still howling up here in Wright County, and you don't have to look far to see the destruction that it caused last night. Look at these grain bins right across the field here east of Clarion on Highway 69. We spoke with sheriff deputies and emergency management earlier today. They tell us the east and north parts of Wright County were the hardest hit in the area. A lot of trees down it along with this grain bin, several equipment buildings just across the street. A chicken barn was almost completely just smushed. We spoke with one family dragging their trampoline back to their yard after it had flown a block and a half away last night. The emergency management did say there were less homes than they expected with issues this morning, and most power was turned back on in the early hours.
I know that most of the cities have been restored finally. A lot of them came about 5 a.m. this morning. So hopefully that we haven't heard any. There's still power poles down, but I don't think it's affecting any customers at the moment.
In Wright County, emergency management is still out there doing the damage assessment. And like I said, most power is turned back on, but if you still need help, they encourage you to contact them through their website at www.wrightcounty.gov or call or email them. Any way you can get a hold of them, they'll try to get out there and help you the best they can. For now, we're live in Wright County. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Wow, Bo, clearly still windy out there. We'll head to Jason in a second to explain why, but Bo was in Bayard earlier this morning for live reports on storm damage there. Last night, strong winds damaged at least 2 homes. One of those homeowners tells KCCI he was in the basement with his family when he could feel the wind start moving through his house. The National Weather Service will be in Atlantic area today, trying to confirm whether a tornado touched down in that area last night. Look at this video. Last night, a storm chaser captured this video of what looks like a funnel cloud kicking up debris near the city last night. There are no reports of widespread damage, though, thankfully, in that area. Some amazing video from the western Iowa town of Malvern last night. Take a look at this. Or Malvern, excuse me, the winds pulling down the walls of a building, causing it to collapse. The building was home to a grocery store that had been in business for 151 years. You may recall it was lost to a fire just earlier this week. Nobody was hurt in either the fire or this collapse, but the Malvern city officials worried last night's storms might knock down the building. Iowa State Patrol says at least 1 person died last night in the storms. It happened in the Cedar Rapids area on Highway 141 near Walford. And troopers say a semi-trailer was blown over in the wind. Investigators say the driver was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown as the vehicle tipped over. The name of that driver has not yet been released. As if the wind didn't cause enough problems, fire departments across Iowa were called because people smelled smoke in their neighborhoods. Now, the smoke did not come from any local fire, but from a fire hundreds of miles away in Kansas. The strong winds last night carried that smoke to central Iowa.